8:36 here, Big 550 KTRS. Joe Miller joins us from the Show Me Institute. Good morning, Joe Miller.
Good morning.
Did you drive today, or how'd you get to work
No, I took the Metrolink.
Took the Metrolink. Okay, good. All right, Joe Miller. Friday we got up, and Pine Lawn had a police department. We went to bed Friday night, and Pine Lawn didn't have a police department.
That's right. Pine Lawn has decided that they are going to contract their police services with the North County Police Cooperative.
Right, and it took effect immediately.
They put the padlocks on the doors.
Right. I mean, so literally you woke up Friday and if you lived in Pine Lawn, you were serviced by Pine Lawn Police. And at the end of the day, you were serviced by the North County Cooperative.
Yeah, the North County Police Cooperative right now serves Veneta Park, Veneta Terrace, Wellston, Charlac, and now Pine Lawn.
All right. So is this a good move? Is this a bad move? What are your thoughts?
This is a really good move. First off, over the last couple of years, a lot of the municipalities in North County, a lot of the small municipalities have come under a lot of scrutiny because of the way that they police and the fact of how many fines they take. And Pine Lawn was a huge perpetrator of this. If you look at just before all the events in Ferguson went down, all the attention came to these areas, Pine Lawn was collecting almost half of its general revenue from fines and fees. They were collecting nearly $1 million a year from fines in a city that only has a little over 3,000 residents. It's incredible.
Their mayor, I believe, is sitting in jail, is he not?
The former mayor went to prison, and a former police chief they had also has been convicted and is going to prison because he tried to trump up charges on a mayoral candidate in 2013. So, and then it's not only that, there was also an officer now that is being accused of some very bad things. People can look it up. But, this department only had 8 people in it. Mm-hmm. So when we talk about, two bad apples, it's really a kind of a large percentage.
Also, the police chief of Pine Lawn was Anthony Gray, who was the lawyer for the Michael Brown family, critical of the Ferguson police chief, but he was the police chief in the next town over, in Pine Lawn.
Yeah, well, Pine Lawn, this is one of the things. We've got these counties, we've got these cities in North County. They're small. They can't really afford a lot of times to have the best police officers. They're duplicating a lot of services for very, very small municipalities. And the great thing is that when they either contract with St. Louis County for policing, or if this police cooperative works out, then they can get better police for the same price or even less. And that's really a good thing. And price is often something that people focus on. But quality, especially when you have former police chiefs going to prison, is just as important, if not more important, than the actual price tag.
All right, so why is this not one set of problems for another set of problems? It seems like Pine Lawn had its issues, but what this North County Cooperative is just sort of pooling all of their bad officers and their bad policies into one giant, bigger pool.
That's the thing that we have to look out for in the future. The Max Creek law, which was strengthened, the amount of money that you can get from fines and fees was strengthened from 30%, which Pine Lawn was blown straight through in the past. It's been taken down to 12.5%. So a lot of municipalities in North County are going to have to make the decision: do we want to keep our own police department open? Do we want to give it to North County, or do we want to join a cooperative like the North County Police Cooperative or a similar thing? The problem is, looking forward, you have to make sure that they're actually going to be following the law and they're actually doing what you want to do. But one of the nice things about contracting out is if the contract doesn't work, you can end the contract. 6 months is basically the Pine Lawn's opening contract with North County Police Cooperative. And if it doesn't work, they can always say, okay, we're not doing that anymore. We're going to go to St. Louis County. It'd be nice for a lot of municipalities to be able to say about a lot of their services that, hey, we don't like this entire department. We're just going to go get it from somewhere else now.
But if Pine Lawn comes under the quote-unquote Max Creek law, where only 12.5% of the revenue comes from tickets, does the North County Cooperative fall under that same town ordinance? So does the North County Cooperative, can they write as many tickets as they want, or does that fall under that same 12.5%?
Falls under the same 12.5. They absolutely cannot break those rules. So it's just like St. Louis County. You cannot collect more than 12.5% of the revenue from fines and fees for the municipalities. And the municipalities, they have to jointly pay for these police, and they're the ones who are going to get any of the revenue.
So are we going to start seeing North County Cooperative Police cars driving? I mean, where are these police cars going to come from?
Well, they are going to hire police officers. Right now, to service Pine Lawn, they're going to hire 10 new officers. And those might come from former Pine Lawn police officers. They might not.
Right.
They're going to have new training. They're going to have higher pay, so they can maybe get more competitive police officers.
Right.
So this is one of the things looking forward.
Are they going to be driving around in the Pine Lawn police cars, or are they going to get their own police cars? Or
I think they would. I think they would get new police cars, but maybe they'll sell the old Pine Lawn ones.
Right.
Yeah. So will they no longer have city government? Like no city manager anymore? Or is all
Well, Pine
going to
Lawn
be-
still exists as a municipality.
Okay.
So they're still going to have a city hall. They're still
Just
going to
no
have
police department.
Just no police department now.
Right.
Gotcha.
And Pine Lawn, we should say, as you mentioned, has over 3,000 people. But I think last year or the year before, they wrote 17,000 tickets.
It's incredible just the number of tickets that they've been able to write. And you can bet that a lot of it's just been people passing through town.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think I calculated that it's almost $500 per resident of fines.
Yes, so we'll see what happens. But you woke up Friday morning and Pine Lawn had a police department, and you went to bed Friday night and Pine Lawn disbanded their police department. Joe Miller, when can we read you? When can we see you?
You can read everything we write about this at showmeinstitute.org.
All right, hop on the Metrolink.
All right,
Get
thanks
back
for
to
having me.
work. 842 here, Big 550, KTRS. He's one of the good ones. Joe Miller from the Show Me